Hey guys, I literally got back from the gym, took a shower, I came out and I was on my phone and I saw this tweet from the IMF. And I had to make this video because it is massive news. It's coming from the IMF, guys. You know, the one that organizes these G20 summits with multiple countries from across the globe talking about money, you know, and the way fiat is used and all of that around the world. So this is huge. And many of you recognize Christine Lagarde, who she's managing director of IMF, and she said things about cryptocurrencies in the past. Now, something that's interesting, who shared the stage yesterday with Ross Lacow of the IMF? That's right, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. Remember what I've been saying? Something is cooking up in the background with Ripple and the IMF. And we've heard Ripple's employees, some of the guys say they're working with 40 to 50 of the central banks in the world. Ripple has the endorsement of the Federal Reserve's Payment Task Force. Something is cooking up here. Let me just make it clear, I'm not saying the IMF will be using XRP. Could they? Possibly, but I don't know yet, and I don't want to say that they will because I don't have that information yet. But we got to read between the lines. I'm not making anything up here. I'm showing you facts. They shared the stage together. They're obviously working together on a few things. We don't know what yet, but let me continue here on Christine Lagarde's speech. Here's a quote. "I believe we should consider the possibility to issue digital currency with appropriate design. There may be a role for the state to actually supply money to the digital economy." Now, they link to the full speech here. Let me call out a few things here. One of the things she mentioned, change is the only constant. That's a quote from an ancient Greek philosopher. And the changing nature of money and the fintech revolution. Now, I don't want to read out everything here, but she goes into the history of money a bit, talking about the evolution. And towards the end here, guys, there's a lovely paragraph here, part of her speech. "Even cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple are vying for a spot in the cashless world, constantly reinventing themselves in the hope of offering more stable value and quicker, cheaper settlement." Wow. And then she talks about a case for central bank digital currencies. And should the banks issue a form of digital money? And she talks about the pros and cons of that. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description for you guys to go read this. I don't want to spend the whole time just reading off here. I'm going to just call out the important items. She said, "Today we are releasing a new paper on the pros and cons of a central bank digital currency, or digital currency for short. It focuses on domestic, not cross-border effects of digital currency. The paper is available on IMF website." This is so interesting. My goodness. Wow. And actually, I missed something here. I need to call this out, guys. Okay. "And the key is money itself is changing. We expect it to become more convenient and user-friendly, perhaps even less serious looking. We expect it to be integrated with social media, readily available for online and person-to-person use, including micropayments." Who is currently doing micropayments? Coil, leveraging XRP. "And of course, we expect it to be cheap and safe, protected against criminals and prying eyes." Who has the cheapest fees out there? For the most part, cheaper than Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP. So I'm just connecting the dots here. I am not in any way saying that that's happening, because I don't want people to come back and be like, "Oh, you said this, IMF was going to use that XRP." I'm not saying that. I'm just showing you some facts and reading between the lines, but I can't say with 100% certainty they are. So this is a very bullish speech, guys, and big things are to come. If this doesn't give you the confidence to keep holding, I don't know what will. Do what you need to do. So she goes through, different aspects of money and, like I said, digital currency as it relates to security and consumer protection. Also, the downsides of bank digital currencies. talks about the central banks and what they can do and so forth. And like I said, I think you guys should read through this. I've read through it myself, and I just want to give you the quick gist of what's happening here. But like I said, I am just connecting the pieces here because look at just what took place yesterday. The CEO of Ripple, it wasn't Ethereum. It wasn't someone from Bitcoin Cash. It wasn't Roger Ver. It wasn't Vitalik from Ethereum. It wasn't Charlie Lee from Litecoin. It was Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse sharing the stage with the IMF. You don't think Ripple is currently talking to the IMF of, hey, here's what we're doing with our superior technology, and we're going to have banks use it, and we're going to be working with central banks. Of course they're going to be talking to the IMF. Of course the IMF is going to be interested because the IMF works with banks and central banks and helps to manage the monetary state of the world, so to speak, right? So guys, very big things. I'm telling you, please go read this. It's very insightful, and it gives pros and cons, and the things that are being said, it just lines up so much with XRP. But I digress. As I end this video, I am not saying that IMF will use XRP because I don't know that with 100% certainty. Is the probability very high based on what we're seeing with them sharing the stage, talking about micropayments mentioned directly? Sure. But we don't know yet. But this is wow. My mind is blowing because I did not expect the IMF to come out and to talk this way about cryptocurrencies and digital currencies and mention them by name. That is very big. So guys, what do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Check out the link to her speech. Go read it. Remember, knowledge is power. You want to be knowledgeable in what you're investing in as an investor. So thumbs up if you like this video. Please share it if you feel it's helpful. It's bullish news. Tweet it, share it on Facebook or Reddit, whatever it is. But guys, this is big. This is big. Thumbs up. Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll talk to you guys later.